hold on tight, because what we're looking at today is not your everyday luxury SUV. This is the 2026 Mercedes-AMG GLS 63 P750 Widebody, a digital design study that takes one of the most prestigious SUVs on the planet and pushes it to insane extremes. You're watching Lux Drive Review, and we're about to break down every angle: back, sides, interior, engine, price, and whether this widebody masterpiece actually works in the real world. Starting at the rear, this design is a showstopper. The stock GLS has classic understated taillights, but the P750 Widebody completely reimagines it. A full-width wraparound LED bar spans the rear glass, giving it a retro-futuristic vibe reminiscent of the EQG concept, but even more aggressive. The massive rear diffuser hints at race car levels of downforce, which is hilarious on a 7-seat luxury SUV, but it also perfectly completes this street fighter aesthetic. The coupe-like roofline adds drama, and despite sacrificing some rear visibility, it communicates dominance on the road. Compared to an Urus or Bentley Bentayga, this rear end is unapologetically aggressive. Luxury meets intimidation. Moving to the left side, the widebody is where things get wild. Those front fenders are blown out like they belong on a trophy truck, yet they integrate seamlessly into the bumper lines. The stance is impossibly low, with wheels that look glued to the arches. We're talking 24-inch wheels with tires that are more aesthetic than functional. It's impractical, yes, but visually, it's perfect. The low roofline, sculpted side skirts, and exaggerated wheel arches give it a planted, almost cyberpunk utilitarian vibe. Can you imagine parking this beast in a city street? Or would you just keep it on a private estate? From the right, the widebody continues to impress with sheer visual aggression. The proportions are completely transformed, balancing the massive size of the GLS while giving it a menacing, athletic posture. It's wider and lower than the stock model, which some enthusiasts might argue compromises comfort, but that's the point. The P750 isn't about subtlety. Compared to Mansory or Brabus widebodies, this study strikes a unique balance between artful aggression and coherent design, something aftermarket kits often fail at. Inside, the P750 maintains the luxury Mercedes is known for, with premium leather, Alcantara accents, and carbon fiber trim. The digital displays and infotainment system are high-tech and intuitive, giving drivers a cockpit that feels both exclusive and functional. The seats are supportive and comfortable, but the lowered stance and wide wheels may make suspension feel stiffer if this were real. Still, for those who want a hyper-luxury SUV that turns heads, this interior doesn't disappoint. How many of you would actually take this for a long road trip, and how many would just keep it as a garage queen? Now let's talk power, because P750 doesn't just sound flashy, it implies performance. The stock GLS 63 already cranks out impressive horsepower from its 4-liter bi-turbo V8, but hitting 750 horsepower is very realistic with Stage 2 tuning, downpipes, and upgraded turbos. That's insane for an SUV this size. This means the P750 could easily outgun competitors like the Lamborghini Urus, Bentley Bentayga Speed, or even some of the top Brabus creations. Imagine dropping your kids off at school in a 7-seat monster that rockets like a supercar. It's absurd, and that's exactly why someone would buy it. Price, of course, reflects the exclusivity. If this widebody kit existed in real life, carbon fiber parts alone would likely exceed $50,000. Add wheels, installation, and tuning, and you're approaching 6 figures on top of the base GLS price. It's impractical in a city tough to park and would make any pothole a serious threat, but the statement it makes, unmatched. It's the ultimate flex SUV. So what's the verdict? As a daily driver, this design is brutal, too low, too wide, too aggressive. But as a showpiece, a design statement, or a track-ready luxury SUV, it's phenomenal. The widebody balances the visual mass of the GLS and amplifies every aggressive line. It takes the elegance of a stock GLS and cranks it up to 11. What do you think? Does the rear LED light bar push it over the edge, or is it the evolution the GLS needs? Would you take your GLS and make it this extreme, or stick with stock comfort? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know if you dare to drive this monster, or if you'd admire it from afar. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Mercedes-AMG GLS 63 P750 Widebody, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Lux Drive Review, and turn on notifications so you never miss our exclusive breakdowns of the most extreme, exotic, and luxury vehicles in the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.